What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to this beautiful lake in northern Indiana, and I'm doing some fishing today for some largemouth out of the old banana boat. I'm pretty excited to be here. I think it's going to be a good day. Temperatures have started to really get low. I think next week we're going to be down into the 60s. Today it's like probably 68 right now, 65, somewhere in there. High today was like 73, but it's going to be a beautiful day, and hopefully we can catch some fish. So stay tuned, guys, and let's rip some lips. Starting off with the old lipless crankbait, the old red-eye shad. We're gonna see if we can catch us a bass this way. This is kind of the go-to. Usually produces something. There's one right out in the middle. Hallelujah. What do you know? There you go. Come on, stay on. Yep, come on over here. First one. That's kind of weird. Right out in the middle. They love the rattles. They love the lipless. And sure enough, we got us a fish. Fish on. Almost lost my pliers today, but luckily got a hold of them and found them. And here we are, the first fish of the day. There we go, second one off that log. Second cast. Oh my goodness gracious. That felt like a good one, and he soaked me. There's one. Oh yes. Kind of weird, they're definitely out a little bit deeper than I was expecting. This is why you always got to have a little lipless crankbait on you, just in case the fish are into it. I've got a weedless swim bait in here if I need to throw it. There's a lot of spots in here that are just weeded up really badly, but wanted to give the old lipless a try first, just because these fish love it. Fall time, it's my go-to, especially like a shad pattern. Not sure if there's many shad in here, but I know that they like fish just like that, and bluegill, small bluegill. So there we go, another one down. For those of you that are interested, I am using a 7-foot medium heavy setup today, and I like 7-foot medium heavy. There's a fish, just because it's a perfect all-around kayak rod and reel combo. If I need to switch over to something a little more lighter, oh, there he goes, he popped off. That's okay. If I need to switch to something lighter, I can, but this is perfect for, you know, some of the heavier crankbaits, and then some things that are all the way down to finesse, like just a tiny rooster tail if I need to. Another thing I should point out, though, is that on my medium heavies, I don't use super heavy braid. I usually use 20 to 30 pound braid, just because it's more you know, versatile. You can use it with different applications, and it works perfect in both. These fish are a little finicky. Lost a couple now, but that's okay. We're still getting on some bites. They're just poking at that bait rather than, you know, fully committing. There's one way out there. I love when you catch them really far away, because you get to fight them for so much longer. If they're not very big, though, they kind of just ski in, but if they're a little larger in size, they're definitely more fun to catch. Come on. That might be the biggest one of the day so far. Easily a 1.5 pounds. Not sure if he's gonna make it to the 2-pound mark yet, though. And there you have it. Another awesome little ditch pickle here. You can tell that the fall bite is officially on, and it's good. I mean, it's pretty darn good right now. More than thankful to be out here tonight. The wind was supposed to be like 8 to 7 and then go all the way down to like 5 tonight. But I don't even know if there's, you know, 2 miles an hour right now. There's like no wind, making for awesome kayaking conditions. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice largie right at the edge of the boat. Gosh, they're getting bigger. They are getting a little bigger. I like that. And there we go. Buddy's ripping it in the background trying to get after some doves. Boom. Knocked out. There we go. Thought I had a weed. Get on up here. Ah, dang it, I lost him. I probably should have just boat flipped him a little bit faster. But that's okay. Another one down. I think we're like 5 for 8 now, which is kind of sad. I'm not even going to count that one. That's okay. As you can see, we're starting to get into some really thick stuff, so I may be switching over to a weedless swim bait in just a second. I'm gonna try to fish this open water in front of me for a second or two, and then we'll probably switch, because I'd like to go back deeper into there and see if I can't find a fish deep. There's one. Coming in pretty quick. Pulling the kayak a little with him. Oh, he's got some weeds on him. That's why he was pulling me. Ooh, went down in size a little bit there. Kind of off the edge of some submerged timber we got here. This is kind of like a man-made lake, but it's pretty neat. A lot of trees still poking up through the water, and a lot of fish will hang out in there, so we just cast next to those. And that's where we hook up a lot of times. I don't want to, but I think it's probably the best thing. Switching over to a white Kayak and just a little 3.8 inch weedless swim bait with a 4/0 hook on it. I don't know if we'll get the same amount of bites. We might do better, we might do worse, but we will for sure not have as bad of weed problems. And that's kind of what I'm going for back here. Just something that's a little more weedless, that I can get into some of this thick stuff to see if maybe they're hiding under some of the mats, or just, you know, try to figure out a little bit more about the lake. Ooh, just got nailed. First bite right there. Bad thing about the swim baits is that fish will grab the tail and they will not take the entire bait, so you will miss at least 50% of your bites. I suppose if you're getting big enough bites, big enough fish, you won't. But a lot of the fish in here are in that 14-inch range, you know, 12 to 16, but most of them are 14s. Well, I just fished some shallow water for about 20 minutes and I didn't see a fish. I didn't hear a fish, and I got no bites. So I'm gonna say they're probably starting to move out a little deeper. I'm kind of shocked, but we have had some weird weather where it's been, you know, really, really cold. So maybe it's got these fish starting to, you know, migrate down to the deeper waters a little bit sooner. I'm gonna go back to where I was fishing. I like to explore the whole lake. You know, they never say leave fish to find fish, but for some reason I've never learned that. So I'm gonna keep, you know, scooting around a little bit, exploring, and eventually I'm gonna head back to where I'm going. I got just a little bit left in this lake that I wanna try, and we'll go from there. So back to some better producing waters. There we go. We're hooked up. It's probably been close to an hour now since we've had a bite. I think some of that shallow water was just no good. We're back into some deeper water now, and we are catching fish as small as they are. It is another bass. I'm gonna try to stay in this deeper water for a little bit. I'm not sure how much later we're gonna stay. Fall time, the sun just goes down pretty quick, and I got quite a drive home. We're getting close to 10 fish now. I probably haven't showed all of them, but it's been a great night out here. Hoping to get maybe one more, but we'll see what happens either way. Very thankful to be out here ripping some lips. Well, y'all, we had a good run. I don't know what happened. I suppose maybe some more clouds came out. As you can see behind me, it's getting pretty cloudy. Really no sun anymore, and the sun is going down too, so that's kind of hurting it. But it was a really good time out here. The fish just kind of stopped biting. In the first 20 minutes, I bet I caught 8 fish, and then the last like hour and a half, I caught 1 or 2 maybe. Had a ton of bites today, probably 20 plus bites all day, but you know, with the swim bait, they grab the back of the tail, and then the lipless crankbaits, just, it is what it is. Sometimes these fish are just a little slow. It's pretty easy to get a hold of the lipless crank just because it's got 2 treble hooks on there, but awesome time out here. Just didn't get as many bites as I'd hoped for, but that's okay. The fall bite is just now starting to settle in, so hopefully the fishing picks up a little bit more, and then by the end of October we'll be able to said we had a really good fall. So gotta say thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.